Hello, my name is Jake. I'm an engineer here at Syntasso, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can use Kratix to do fleet management. So Kratix is a framework for building internal developer platforms. The basic idea in Kratix is that you define what you want to make available on your platform through the definition of something called a promise, and then application developers can come and consume that promise. So in this case, I already have a local Kubernetes cluster where I have Kratix installed, and I already have some promises available. So these promises are making services available on the platform for developers to consume. So in this case, a developer could come to the platform and request a MongoDB, or come and request a web app. So in this scenario, I'm also running Syntasso Kratix Enterprise, and a part of that includes its Backstage integration. So for the rest of the demo, I'll do some of this via Backstage. So before I show you what it's like to manage promises as a fleet, I want to quickly show you what it's like to request an instance. So here you can see in Backstage, I can see what is available. And if I browse to create, I can go ahead and see the templates that are available, and I can go ahead and make a request. So putting my application developer hat on, let's say I want to go ahead and create a MongoDB instance. I can come here, give my request a name, and then here I get presented with the API, so the information the platform team want from me to create this request. So in this case, it's quite a simple API. The platform team is just asking me, the application developer, what major version would you like and what region would you like this request to go to. So if I go ahead and submit this request, what's going to happen in the backend is Kratix is going to receive this request and it's going to kick off a workflow. Now this workflow in Kratix was defined by the platform team, and this workflow is responsible for doing all the steps required to go and provision that service. So in this case, provisioning the MongoDB instance I requested. So in this case, it took the inputs I gave it, so major version 4 and region Europe, generated the Kubernetes manifest for it, and asked Kratix to schedule it using GitOps to the right destination cluster. So in this case, you can see here that the MongoDB instance for Jake came up on the European cluster because that's where the user asked it to go. So that's what it's like to sort of self-serve a request in Backstage. So if I go back here and I filter by resources, you can now see that request alongside some other pre-existing requests that I've already made. So let's imagine that this is your platform, things are going well, but you start to realize that actually you have some CVEs in some of the services that you're offering, a new CV, a day zero exploit has come out in MongoDB, and you want to let your team know, hey, this is now insecure, you should be aware of this. If you wanted to go and update all of these instances, in a traditional platform, this might involve the platform team going and talking to every single application developer, asking them to update their Terraform or their Pulumi or whatever infrastructure as code tool they're using to actually get around this CVE. But with Kratix, it's easier than that. With Kratix, all you have to do is update the definition of the service you're providing on the platform, and Kratix will update all of the requests for you. So in this case, we can see that there's a CVE out from MongoDB version 4. So what the platform team can do is update the definition of the promise in the platform and have that new updated promise know how to resolve the CVE. So what I have locally is a already updated version of this promise that knows how to fix the CVE issues. So if I go ahead and apply this updated version of the promise, what Kratix is going to do is it's going to detect, hey, the promise definition is changed. I need to re-reconcile all of the requests that exist. And what does that mean? It means rerunning the workflow for every single request on my platform. So you can see there is a new pod running for Jake's request for team A, B, C, and D's. They're all getting re-reconciled with the new definition of what does it mean to be a MongoDB service. And part of this within these containers is knowing, okay, actually previously I was provisioning a Mongo v4 at a particular patch, but now actually I want to update those running Mongo instances to run as a new patch. And now if I go to Backstage and refresh, we can see the version has changed. It's gone from patch 23 to 24, and there's no longer any CVE. So in this video, we showed you how easy it is to self-serve services on your platform using Kratix, and how easy it is to manage your resources as a fleet using Kratix.